Today's game on KFJB-tv is brought to you by Assured Partners, Boy Scouts of America, Edward Jones, Agent Zach Wall, Embers Retirement Community, Honest Heating and Cooling, Jensen Ford, Legends American Grill, Lennox Employees Credit Union, Marshalltown Area Chamber, Marshalltown Community College, McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, Pence Appliance and TV, Wayward Social, Zeno's, Wandering Creek, Wells Fargo Advisors, Laurel Diesel Services, Calvin Rocket, your Marshalltown Hy-Vee, Central State Bank. To Tipoff on your home for the Bobcats, KFJB-tv.
Rivalry night inside. Yes, the Bobcats home tonight. Looking forward to it inside the Roundhouse. I'm Brandon Lewis. Dylan Dose alongside me. So great to have you tuned in tonight as the Bobcats 0-1 face off against the Cards, as the Newton Cardinals are 0-1 after a tight loss to the Grinnell Tigers. Dylan, I tell you what, we learned a little bit on Tuesday night as the Bobcats suffered an 18-point loss to the Roosevelt Rough Riders. We found out there's a sophomore stud, scored 27 points. He's going to be a special one in his Bobcat career.
Kyle Smith, 6'2" guard, all the swag in the world and a shot to go with it. 7-16 from three-point land. 19 of his 27 were in the second half. There are no moments too big, no lights too bright for the sophomore guard, number 10, Kyle Smith.
You know what I really liked about him, too? He made a big shot, and then he was clapping on the defensive end. He was getting his team going. You know, I think he breathes in some fresh air as far as the reinvigoration of, like, it's not just the offensive side, but it's that defensive side. Because we know this year the Bobcats, they're going to have to win on that side. They're going to have to win tonight on that side against Lampy and the crew for the Cardinals.
It really is. You're going to have to be able to lock that down. What I love is Kyle Smith, yes, he had 27, but completely unselfish in this Phoenix offense. That ball kept moving. And who I really liked, didn't score any points, but was the older brother of Kyle Smith, Corey Smith, did some really good things on the defensive end and along with the rebounding as well.
We look forward to bringing you this one tonight inside the Roundhouse between the Cards and the Cats. We got a good one in the girls' game. We'll bring you a little bit of exclusive coverage from that one as well. This is the countdown to tip-off. You're watching KFJB-TV.
The right insurance agent can make all the difference. Assured Partners agents represent multiple insurance companies. They can pick and choose from a larger variety of outstanding insurance options. Assured Partners also handles life and health insurance and Medicare supplement coverage. With access to local, regional, and national insurance companies, Assured Partners will create policies tailored to the coverage you need. For more information, go online to assuredpartners.com/Marshalltown. Power through partnership with Assured Partners in Marshalltown, Toledo, and West Des Moines.
It's Adventure On for Marshalltown Scouting. Adventures like backpacking, ziplining, rock climbing, canoeing, swimming, and more. Survival skills for a scout's greatest adventure, life. Scouts give back to the community. Marshalltown Scouts have provided over 1 million hours of service to our community in our 70-plus year history. Scout leaders are highly trained and screened. Parents are a huge part of scouting, too. Scouting provides unique opportunities available nowhere else. To learn more about scouting in Marshalltown, go to iascouts.org. Adventure On.
Welcome back inside the Roundhouse here on KFJB-TV. I'm Brandon Lewis. Dylan Dose alongside me. Let's look around the conference. Not really a whole lot going on around conference-wise, but there is some good games tonight.
Yeah, there's some good games around the state. Here we've got a great one here in the Roundhouse. It's 30-28 Newton over Marshalltown with 5:50 left to go in the girls' game, but West Marshall is taking on South Hardin. You've got Grinnell, who beat Newton on Tuesday. They're taking on Washington. Charles City and Clear Lake up in that north-central rivalry. Iowa Falls Alden takes on South Hamilton, and Olwine takes on Applington Parkersburg. And then a battle of Iowa and Nebraska. South Sioux City, Nebraska takes on Sioux City North.
Oh, wow. I know people are trying to not watch that one, but they need to watch this game here tonight.
South Sioux City Cardinals. My sister-in-law and brother-in-law live there, so I go by the high school all the time. And then we got the North Stars over on the other side.
Love the North Stars, that is for sure. That is a look around the conference. We'll be in action tomorrow night on the road, non-conference action, Urbandale. Boys-girls doubleheader tomorrow night coming up for you here on KFJB-TV. We'll get a little bonus coverage coming up when we come back. This is Bobcat Basketball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
Don't let concerns about shifts in the market disrupt your long-term financial goals. Edward Jones financial advisor Zach Wall can help. He'll work with you on an investment strategy for long-term results. Edward Jones can give you the tools and knowledge for a steady approach to hitting your financial targets. Get started by giving Zach Wall a call at 641-752-3017 in Marshalltown or visiting edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
This is Lindsay, Director of the Embers Retirement Community in Marshalltown. The holidays are a very special time at the Embers. We decorate the common areas with beautiful, festive decorations. Our residents personalize their apartments with their own decorations too. Family members from around the area and the country come to visit their loved ones. It's a fun time of the year, full of warmth. This time next year, you could be decorating your own apartment. Wishing you a safe and Merry Christmas from the Embers Retirement Community.
It is the countdown to tip-off here on KFJB-TV. Bonus girls coverage now as the Bobcats and the Newton Cardinals doing battle in a tight one. It's 33-28. Newton Cardinals on top by 5, but this one has been back and forth here tonight, Dylan, and a good one. As we see a foul on the Bobcats, Frankie Long, it looks to be on her, and that will send Haley Dickerson, the junior forward, to the line for the Newton Cardinals.
Looks like that's going to actually be on Kinsley Bowie. That puts 3 fouls on Bowie, 3 fouls on Long, Capeyu, and Millie Heitman. Capeyu and Heitman had those in the first half. They sat on the bench quite a bit, but the Bobcats were able to hold it close. As Newton's on a 9-1 run right now with 34-28 Newton with 5 minutes to go. Now 35-28.
Yeah. Of course, the graphics on screen are set up for the boys' game. But here tonight, the Bobcats are 1-1 coming into this game after an opening season victory against South Tama Trojans.
Yeah. Tuesday night, you see for the Bobcats here is that Sydney Capeyu's out there. Kinsley Bowie making her first game of the year after a bit of hip problem. She had 7 points tonight, but it definitely makes a difference with both Bowie and Capeyu being out there, adding some of that veteran leadership, even though they're just sophomores.
So a 3 from the right wing, and that one's going to be rebounded by Millie Heitman, who I think has played really well tonight. She's rebounded. I thought she's controlled the basketball pretty well. Georgia Jansen, a baseline drive from the right side. She's definitely looked more confident this year as well, too. A little more decisive, but right here she's going to pick up a charge.
And one of the things you will see differently, I know you got to call the South Tama game, but Millie Heitman is taking the lion's share of the ball handling duties with that starting lineup last year playing that wing or post.
Trying a little trap action on the near side wing. Good help defense. Zone defense. We haven't always seen that look from the Bobcat ladies.
No, they usually will go man to man or person to person. I always go with
every year.
I always go with Jan Jensen and Lisa Bluter. Always talk about it well, but I'm like, what do you say? Because it's always been because woman to woman just seems like it's too many syllables. So I think it's person to person.
I've heard WNBA play-by-play, and they say man to man.
I've also heard player to player.
It's a terminology, you know what I mean? It's, yeah.
If you're a fan of Community, the show Community, and they were the human beings. That was the mascot. So maybe it's human being to human being.
Flesh organisms.
I'm going to stick with man to man.
Mammals?
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
Bunch of options, I guess.
Primates, if we want to narrow it down a little bit.
Carnivores?
Yes. Well, they're omnivores.
Well, yeah.
Technically, they're omnivores.
Yeah, sorry.
And this is the bonus coverage people don't pay for.
Yeah. By the way, Pep Band here tonight. And doing a great job. But there also is fundraiser going on for marching band,
Yes,
which is going to go down to Florida.
Yeah, so I am a band dad. We talk about that quite a bit, but they are going down to Disney every 4 years. The band gets to take a trip down to Disney. So basically it comes down to one time during your high school career. They'll be going over spring break this year. Incredible opportunity. They get 1 day to march at Magic Kingdom, but they also get to do some workshops with Disney has a great band program, so these world-class musicians are going to be teaching the kids, and then they'll be able to play a soundtrack under a clip of a Disney movie. It's a really great opportunity. You can look on the band's Facebook page. Great opportunity to help these kids have a magical experience.
It sounds like you haven't learned this. You've just soaked this in because your wife's told you about 10 times.
And I wrote the fundraising letter. that too. And I am wearing my marching band, a magical adventure shirt.
Yeah, it's a magical night inside the Roundhouse for sure. As the Bobcat ladies down by right now 7 points, but they've got a wide open look. Come on, Sydney. Nail that off the back of the iron. Can't get it, but Millie with a nice rebound. Inside to Long, didn't quite have her hands up in time, but she's fouled, being held, and that might have been part of the reason why. So Frankie Long to the line for 2. These would be 2 big free throws right here with 3.5 minutes to go.
Frankie Long is going to be a problem. She's going to be a problem. Yes, she is. She's also has strength as well. If you look at Millie and Georgia, they're more of that athletic wing. Sydney's not quite as tall as Frankie, but they're more of that post presence. Just a freshman, my goodness. There is a lot to be happy for as she makes that second free throw. She's had a really good night tonight.
You can tell, being a freshman, that the confidence isn't quite there, but it's very confident for a freshman standard, right? Yeah. When she's coming in, the way that she looked last week against South Tama and nailing some big free throws that they needed, right there, she splits it at the line. It is very confident for a freshman, so keeping that kind of expectation in check is kind of key, but also it is impressive to see out of the freshman with that size and the ability to be down there for Coach Murphy.
Yeah, and right now the post play is ahead of the guard play.
Tie-up jump ball. Newton will keep it.
And the post play is ahead of the guard play right now, and I think as the guards really come back in their own, Kinsley Bowie coming back is a big deal. That will just help that younger post play as well. But you look at the Bobcats lineup, Georgia Jansen, Millie Heighton, if they're not 6 foot, they're really close. And Frankie Long's well over 6 foot. That's 3 6 foot plus in a girls' varsity team. That's great size. And with Heitman and Jansen, they bring great athleticism as well.
You're going to be calling the block there on the right wing. 2 shots. We're at the over 5 mark on fouls in the quarter. Fourth quarter, 2:56 to go in the game. Bobcats down by 6. Couple of more big free throws.
And Bobcats have been down by as many as 9 here tonight and have always battled back. They've shown a lot more poise this year than they have in previous years.
I think that just comes with confidence, right?
Yep.
We saw like Georgia and Millie at times last year be very good, but you could also see the timidness.
Yes. And
I don't quite see that as much this year in Georgia with just a great free throw right there. Get it back to a 4-point game.
She shoots for the heavens on that. She has got She's 6 foot. That shot's about 22 feet tall.
Well, one of my least favorite calls is pot of gold on a three, but like that literally is the definition of a pot of gold shot in basketball.
Yeah, I think when she shoots it and makes it, you should just throw a handful of Skittles up and just say, taste the rainbow. What do you think?
We need Marshawn Lynch out here to shoot a promo for Georgia Jansen and her free throws.
I love it. Just packs and packs of Skittles.
Rattle her home. Free throw is good for Riley Plowman.
And watching this game here tonight, this one
actually that's Alex Riney. Sorry to cut you off.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that this will not be our last free throw tonight, judging by how this game has been called so far. Lots of whistles, consistent.
To say we are running behind is an understatement.
And that's where Millie's had some struggles. She's picked up. That'll be, is that 5?
That's
or
4
for her. That's her 4th foul. She's done well not picking up that 4th after picking up 3 in about a quarter and a half. But she gets those nickel and dimers, as Bill Raftery says. It's just that little reach in, and you just don't need it. She wasn't going to steal it.
Poked out of bounds by Haley Dickerson, and the Bobcats will have it. Take a timeout with them. 2:35 to go in the girls' game. Down by 6 on KFJB-TV. Welcome in to Bobcat Live. We are inside Rosie's at Wayward Social. Back inside the roundhouse after a timeout called there. Bobcats with the basketball. Amira Johnson over the midcourt stripe. Picks it up, and I think she traveled with it. Yeah, she was trying to get it to Sydney Capeyu, but Cards did a nice job to collapse, knowing that that's where the ball was going to try to be placed.
Yeah, Mara Johnson's going to be good. She's had some good moments here this year, but it does feel sometimes she's just going a little bit too fast, sometimes going about 100 miles an hour without really an end in mind. But love, she's got good handles, definitely a quick guard, and will definitely have a good Bobcat career.
Yeah, a little backdoor play for Jarvis. And the Newton Cardinals go back up by 8. This is just a little bit of that. You know, you watch games like last night I was watching Colorado State, and every time Colorado got it down to a 6-point game, Colorado State would answer back. And tonight it's been about that 4 or 5 point mark.
Yep.
But the Bobcats have gotten it down, and then Newton responds, gets an answer. And it's just those defining moments in games where once you get over that hump, that's when you see teams win.
Yep.
If they never get over that hump, that's when they lose.
Yeah, and it looks like this game Newton's done a nice job of answering the call, because the Bobcats even took that 27-25 lead. Yeah. But since then, it is a 14-4 run. Newton's really done about everything that they need to, as Heitman misses the first free throw.
Those are big. You know, I mean, those are the ones we've seen about 3 misses.
Yeah.
Past few minutes.
One thing, thinking of Bobcats offense, great job by Mara Johnson, and she may be small in stature.
She may only be 5'3",
but she is not 5'3" in spirit. She's showing some hustle, some fight. you got to have someone that's not going to be nice all the time.
She's on the verge of the Heart, Hustle, and Muscle moniker.
She's a little shorter than her last Heart, Hustle, and Muscle. Old Braden Weatherly sitting at 6'4".
Yeah.
This is right there.
Oh, nice move.
Right there, Sydney Capeyu that's what I was going to say right before that is when the Bobcats offense gets better and better is they're going to recognize mismatch. Sydney Capeyu should have about 16 to 20 points here tonight. She has 4, and it's just because of not finding her, seeking her offensively.
Yeah, guys are getting anxious, so are we, but we got a good one inside. The latest around down just by 6 on KFJB-tv.
Pushed out of the pocket. Barker is chasing him. Can he get to him? Wade throws late over the middle of the field. Is it picked? Do the Bobcats have it? Yeah, they do!
Things getting tight inside the Roundhouse late in the ladies' game. 39-33. Newton is on top of the Bobcats. Timeout was just taken after a made bucket. And it is going to be Newton Cardinal basketball. And the Bobcats are going to press in the backcourt, Dylan.
Yeah, utilizing that length, really, Millie Heitman at the baseline, it makes it very difficult to find those passing lanes. It's important that Amara Johnson.
Tanya Mora picks up the inbound. And Newton's going to angle, dribble to the near side, get it over midcourt with Kharkiv.
Ball up for grabs.
Almost a turnover right there. Still 20 on the shot clock. Be about 60 seconds to go if they take the full time.
Yeah, just need to play solid defense.
Ooh, that was a travel right there, I felt like. Up and under, no good. Does not draw iron. Good job by Kinsley Bowie. Clear out Heitman. Here she comes up the near side. All the way to the rack. She'll take it. Turn around. Flips it to the right wing. It's picked off.
And that's where the Bobcats have had trouble all night, that they find themselves, they get themselves caught up and then have to pick up the basketball. And Newton's done a great job of being aggressive with bringing that second and third defender, and they've tipped a lot of passes here tonight.
Well, unless Newton misses free throws, this one is probably over with a 6-point lead. And now a 7-point lead.
I promised you more free throws, didn't I? And we've had about 7 to 8 of them since then.
We'll get going with the boys' game at about 9 tonight.
Yeah, my flight to Orlando leaves in about 34 hours, so hopefully I'll make it.
Orlando!
Yeah, 5 days at Disney. I'll take it.
Long. Bowie. 3 is off the back of the iron. No good.
I think that's probably going to do it. It doesn't look like they're going to try to extend the game. Yeah, maybe so.
Bowie says, why not? And that's her 4th.
This is one where it isn't a talent discrepancy. This really came down to an execution thing here tonight.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think that's actually going to be one of the more difficult things for the Bobcats, because in our 4 years together, we've really gone through the girls program has gone through a lot of down
trials
periods. Yes, last year we started to see some glimpses of some very young talent. This year you're going to have to, it can't be, hey, we played better. You're going to have to, hey, we played better, and put more W's on the left side of the column.
Well, you can't put W's on the right side of the column.
No, you can't. You just look foolish. Or maybe in England they do.
Huh?
You wonder, like, they drive on the wrong side of the road?
Yeah.
Maybe they flip the wins and losses?
No, I think they do 3, though. They do wins, losses, and draws.
Yes.
No draws in basketball.
That's where youth soccer got it from.
Well, ladies come up short by 10. They'll drop to 1-2 on the season. But good effort, and you can start to think. You know, the thing about Newton, junior, senior, some of the starters in there, I believe a junior is the other one. So, you know, you've got 5 basically upperclassmen that are starting versus a lot of the Bobcats out there are freshmen and sophomore. With
Ellie Hughes is
one junior sprinkled in, and we've got about one senior sprinkled in as well too. Sarah Huffman injured, not playing this year, but so it's kind of one of those things where once the Bobcats get to be juniors and seniors, it'll be really something special to see.
Yeah, we talk about this quite a bit. We talked about it at the end of last year. I think once this sophomore class, as they learn how to win this year, as they start to stack wins next year, I think there's a great opportunity, conference crown, and maybe something else by the time they're out of high school. Trey
Brooks in the background as he is still out with injury for the Bobcat boys, as he averaged just over 9 points per game, 6'1" senior, working his way back from a football injury. Let's get our scouting report on the Newton Cardinals here tonight. They're 0-1. What can you tell me, Dylan, about this boys basketball team?
Well, this is a team. Here's a fun fact for you.
Oh, I love fun facts, Bob.
Here tonight, we are going to see 2 teams that made more 3-pointers than 2-pointers in their first game. Newton made 9 threes and made 5 2-point shots. So this is going to be a team, they're going to run it up, and they're going to try to shoot. They're not going to try to play in the 70s. They want to play good defense, but they're going to shoot the ball, and that's all around Nate Lampy. Last year, in this game, Marshalltown won 57-46. Out of everyone that played in that game, only 10 points are going to be present here tonight. Carter Giannetto for the Bobcats had 8, and then on the bench for Newton, they had 2 points. All 5 starters are gone from a state qualifying team, so this team really is.
Nate Lampy in that game was 0 for 1.
He was 0 for 1.
Wasn't even one of those scores.
No, Caleb Mattis had 2 points, and you'll see him shoot here tonight. But Nate Lampy's really the one that goes. They scored 42 points, and that included an overtime. But Lampy had 19, 5 and 9 from 3, really good shooter. But really the question comes down to, where does anything else go? We'll talk a little bit more about it. But non-Lampy stats from Tuesday night. Overall, from 3-point range, Newton was 4 of 21. From 2-point range, they were 2 of 18.
Oofda.
2 of 18. So that's where Nate Lampy needs some help. But if the Bobcats can lock him down, if that box and one defense they often play, if someone can just get in his jersey, Bobcats have a chance to get their number 1 victory. If not, and Lampy gets hot, Mattis gets hot, maybe another, you may see a Bauer get hot, then Cardinals will want to do what they want to do and get that second win against Marshalltown in the last 5 years.
Well, we look forward to it. It's coming up in just a little bit from inside the Roundhouse as we count you down to tip-off. Coming up in is our Cat Connection, and we'll chat with head coach Michael Apple. This is Bobcat Basketball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
My furnace from 1990 is kind of like my husband. Doesn't perform very well, but I'd rather fix it than replace it.
Like you, Honest Heating and Cooling would rather repair your furnace or AC. We take the time to diagnose the issue and do everything possible to restore it before recommending a new one. Repair, restore. That's Honest. Serving Marshalltown and around. Honest Heating and Cooling. Your Amana dealer. America's brand for comfort. Honest Heating and Cooling.
Since 1967, Jensen Ford Lincoln has served generations of families around central Iowa. Quality vehicles, professional service, knowledge of our product, that's a part of Jensen. But what's more important to us is a trust that is passed down from every previous generation. Jensen Ford Lincoln wants to serve your family for generations. We want to be there for your first car. We want to be there for your family SUV. And we want to see you drive away in the Mustang you always dreamed of. At Jensen, we want to be here for you now and every mile along the way.
Welcome back into the countdown to tip-off right here on KFJB-TV. It is Kyle Smith with us, a sophomore, of course, played in 5 games last year as a freshman. What do you think you really learned in those 5 games that you were able to get out there and get some meaningful minutes for the Bobcats?
I learned a lot. Different pace of the game was for sure a big change. And then just like going from the freshman level to the varsity gave me more experience. And I think I'll be more experienced for this year, coming in this year. And I think we should be able to be pretty good. So.
What is it? Is it the physicality? Is it the speed? What do you notice the biggest difference between the younger levels and varsity?
Yeah, it's basically like everything. I don't know. The physicality is a lot more than it was in the lower levels. The speed of the game is also a lot quicker. It takes a while to get used to that, but once you get used to that, you'll be good. And you'll be able to score points and just stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. As you move into your sophomore season, what was your off season like? Was there a big plan in place for you to improve on certain aspects of your game?
Yeah, I was really just focusing on my defense a lot because last year I realized my defense was not as good as it should have been. And so, worked on my defense a lot. And then I also worked on that one dribble pull-up. I felt like the coaches were kind of getting on me a little bit because that's somewhere I need to improve a lot. So in the offseason, I really worked on that, and I think I've improved on it a lot.
We've talked to other girls in the sophomore class, like Sydney Capeyu. She mentioned that one of the biggest aspects going from freshman to sophomore season for her was the strength and conditioning. Do you feel like that was also a big deal for you?
Yeah, totally. If you can get in the weight room, it's going to help in every aspect of your game. So just getting in the weight room is a big part of the game.
What's it like playing for Coach Apple and being able to know that he was a big man, he played at the collegiate level? Does that kind of help you with – I know you shoot on the perimeter, but you've got some size to be able to go inside and challenge?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Coach Apple obviously played at the collegiate level, like you said, and, we can always learn from him because he has great skills, and,
Does he put those skills on showcase at practice?
Oh, yeah, sometimes he does, yeah.
Yeah, good deal. Hey, last question for you as we're talking with Kyle Smith with the Marshalltown Bobcat boys basketball program. Your goals this season as a sophomore, how do you continue to grow? What are you kind of looking out of yourself?
So first, I obviously want to go and practice and feel like a butterfly and sting like a bee and just come at practice each day and every day and get better and better every day. And then I also want to just come games prepared every day and just try to win every game. But if that doesn't happen, you got to keep staying positive and just worry about that next game or that next play or whatever it may be. So
awesome. Best of luck this season.
Thank you.
All right, that is Kyle Smith with our Cat Connection here on KFJB-TV.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce reminds you that when you shop locally, you are benefiting members of our community and adding to our local community overall. You'll find local business owners are generally more knowledgeable, provide better service, and even know their customers by name. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce exists to be an advocate for our business community. Membership in the Chamber benefits your business and adds to the strength of our advocacy efforts. For more information on shopping locally and Chamber membership, go to Marshalltown.org.
This is Brady from Legends American Grill. The holiday season is upon us, and it's time to book your company or family get-togethers today. Legends has 2 private party rooms available to help ease with the stress and make your party a success. We even offer party package deals and banquet options to help with your planning process. Call Legends at 641-752-1237 and book your party today. Legends American Grill is Marshalltown Steakhouse.
Welcome back into the Countdown to Tip-Off here on KFJB-TV. I'm Brandon Lewis, now joined by head coach Michael Apple. It is our pregame shadow brought to you by Exterior Plus Home Remodeling. Coach, off of a loss the other night, an 18-point loss to the Roosevelt Rough Riders. Found out very good squad. Also found out a little bit about your squad. Really impressive performance by Kyle Smith. 27 points. He made 7 threes in that one. What else kind of stood out to you about your team that you kind of found out in that game?
It's our overall effort the entire game. From the start of the game to the finish, I thought we did a great job of playing hard regardless of, what was going on in the game. So consistently doing that. I thought we were unselfish, shared the ball. We didn't care who was scoring necessarily. So just a lot of good things there from that game, even though we lost. We took a lot of good things from it. We learned from it as well, obviously. And one day to prepare here, but we're ready for Newton.
Yeah. You know, as you look at that game, too, being able to hit so many threes like you guys did kept you around in the game, but seems like that might be your not a live or die by the three, but when you guys are hitting the three, it's going to be tough to beat you this year.
It is, you know, and we got the shooters and the ability to do that, so we got to use that to our advantage, and kind of how the offense we run allows for that to happen.
One thing we talked about on Tuesday night was the new offense that you guys are running. It didn't seem like anybody seemed lost to me, at least calling the game. Maybe you saw it a little bit different, but first night of seeing that new offense, were you pretty happy?
You know, Roosevelt did a great job of just pressuring us and taking us out of a lot of things initially, which made it tough. So a lot of learning involved with some things where they're trying to trap us at times and where the ball needs to go from there, and, you know, how to initiate our offense different ways when that happens. I think our guys, they love the game and they love being at practice. So, you know, Wednesday was a great learning experience for us, and hopefully we can continue that, and you'll see some improvements in that aspect tonight.
You know, one guy we saw a little bit last year off the bench was Rogelio Serra, and more of a centerpiece in that offense, especially on the rebounding, kind of being a facilitator down there as well, too. But then he also scored some buckets, got some nice rebounds for you. Has he really taken a step forward, do you think?
He's been great, man. He just wants to play and be out there, and he doesn't care if he scores 0 points. He's going to play as hard no matter, you know, if he doesn't score at all or if he scores a lot. That's not going to change. And, you know, I feel like a lot of our guys are that same way.
Newton Cardinals with a trip to the state tournament last season, but that whole team is pretty much gone. Not a whole lot returning except for Nate Lampy. He's back. He scored 19 points the other night. It's kind of live or die by him. Is he the main centerpiece you want to shut down tonight?
Yeah, he is. You know, he's got the ability to shoot it really well, so we got to make sure we stay on him and not let him get any good looks. You know, and they shot more threes than we did on Tuesday, so they shot 33, so they're going to fire it up there. So we need to be ready to guard them, you know, not let them get open looks. And then if they're shooting long shots, there's going to be long rebounds, so we got to get bodies on guys and make sure we're blocking out.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, that's head coach Michael Apple. Our pregame chat all brought to you by Exterior Plus Home Remodeling. We'll check out the starting lineups next between the Cards and the Cats here on KFJB-TV.
My name's Lake Schultz. I'm the co-owner of Exterior Plus Home Remodeling. At Exterior Plus, we truly strive to build relationships one customer at a time. And that's why we're the Midwest's #1 choice in full home remodels. Located in Marshalltown, Iowa, as well as Lincoln, Nebraska, we pride ourselves in providing quality service on time, every time. Give us a call for a free inspection and estimate at 844-261-6111. That's 844-261-6111. Thanks. Talk to you soon.
The equity in your home is power. Power to remodel your home. Take a memorable vacation. Add a deck or patio. Lennox Employees Credit Union can help you unleash the financial power you possess with a home equity loan. Consolidate debt, fund a student loan, or pay for a wedding. The loan process is easy. See Lennox Employees Credit Union, 1004 East Main Street in Marshalltown. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Online at lennoxecu.com.
Today's game on KFJB-TV is brought to you by McGregor's Furniture and Mattress. Quality furniture for every room in your home. Pence Appliance and TV. For sales and service of everything appliance, come see the Pence team. Wayward Social. The place for bowling, games, food, and more. Wells Fargo Advisors. Marshalltown. Sports Plus. Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy Center. SportsPlusTherapy.com.
Welcome back inside the Roundhouse as we are counting you down to tip off. Coming up in just a little bit as the Cards and the Cats square off tonight. Let's get you tonight's starting lineups. Let Sandvik Enterprise in Marshalltown deliver for you while we deliver you the starting lineup. First off, for the Cardinals, they are 0-1 on the season after a close loss to the Grinnell Tigers on Tuesday night. 43-42, as Dylan alluded to, and Coach as well. They put up a lot of three-point attempts, and it was Nate Lampy leading the way there as we highlight him. 19 points, 3 steals in that one, as last year he averaged just 1.2 points per game. He's really turn it around here. But he's also gotten an opportunity. He was behind a lot of seniors last year.
Yeah, that was all 5 starters for Newton last year. Were all seniors, and they took them to the promised land, finished their season up at the well. But now it's Nate Lampy's turn. He's 6'2" guard, can shoot it, can do a lot of different things. And at this level, if you're a 6'2", 6'3" guard, that gives you some length and some size that really be something special.
Caleb Mattis, 3.1 points per game last year. He had 9 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists the other night against the Grinnell Tigers. Meanwhile, also getting the start, number 10, Caden Klein, 5.6 rebounds the other night against Grinnell. Hunter Teague and Christian Lawson round out the starting 5 for Jason Carter and the Newton Cardinals. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, for your Marshalltown Bobcats, behind 6-year head man and former Bobcat himself, Michael Apple, as the Bobcats 0-1 on the season after the loss to the Roosevelt Rough Riders on Tuesday night. Kyle Smith, really impressive performance, 27 points for the Bobcats. You know, I kind of mentioned it the other night. It's expectations versus reality, but he met both with 27 points and 7 made threes.
Yeah, you can tell he's more comfortable off the ball. At JV level, he had to play with the ball in his hands a lot. Last year he came up, he was about 5'11", a little too skinny at the varsity level, but now you can tell he's in his rhythm. He's in his bag, and once one went down, it seemed like a whole bevy of threes started to avalanche down.
Carter Giannetto against Roosevelt on the opening night of the high school basketball season. He finished with 5 points and 4 assists as he's running the point again here tonight. His brother with Kyle Smith, Corey Smith, will get the start tonight, 6'1", senior. No points, but he did have 5 rebounds and 3 steals. Good on the defensive end. Number 24, Rogelio Sarin, 6 points, 4 rebounds for the Bobcats the other night, 6'1" senior. And Lamar Johnson, number 41, a 6-foot junior, 2.6 rebounds against the Roosevelt Rough Riders the other night, as he was able to make a good impact in his first varsity minutes of his career. So that's a starting 5 for both squads here tonight. Again, all brought to you by Sandvik Enterprises in Marshalltown. We saw both teams warming up. Bobcats always seem like they play well inside their home arena. Yeah, they lost by 18, but it was only a 2-point game against Roosevelt Tuesday night after the first quarter. They hit a bunch of threes. This is a team, if they can get hot tonight, they might be walking out with a win.
Yeah, and this game, it was much closer in 18 even in the fourth. It was in single digits, but the 19 Bobcat turnovers came to roost. But I really think once they got rolling, once the student section started to get into it, as they get more comfortable just playing together, this is going to be a team that's it's going to be dangerous. It's going to be dangerous in the Iowa Alliance Conference.
Yeah, that is for sure, as season in conference play right around the corner. It's the Cards and the Cats from inside the Roundhouse. Coming up next right here on your home for Bobcat Athletics. It's News Talk 1230 KFJB AM 93.9 FM and right here on KFJB-TV.
Ready to take the next step in your education? Look no further. Marshalltown Community College is your ticket to endless opportunities. Our dedicated faculty and diverse programs are your pathway to success. Whether you're pursuing a career in healthcare, industry, or earning your AA degree, MCC offers the flexibility you need. We provide convenient online classes and locations in Marshalltown and Grinnell. Picture yourself thriving at MCC. Your journey begins now. Discover more at MarshalltownCommunityCollege.com.
Welcome in to Bobcat Live. We are inside Rosie's at Wayward Social. Will take the three. Boy, that's a pure bucket right there. Rivalry night inside the Roundhouse. It's the Cats and the Cards. He's Dylan Dose. I'm Brandon Lewis. Thanks so much for joining us tonight as the Bobcats look for victory number 1 on the season as head coach Michael Apple drawing things up out of the gate for his Bobcats. Assistant coach Brynjar Brynjolfsson looking on as well as the Bobcats coaching staff, one of the best in the state of Iowa, that is for sure. They face off against a team who made a trip to Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines last year. They lost in the 3A state quarterfinals to North Polk. They were 17-7, but a whole new team out there here tonight. They are in their road red tops and bottoms, black numbers outlined in white. Bobcats in their white tops and bottoms, blue numbers outlined in red. We are underway. Corey Smith will win the tip for the Bobcats as he'll start on offense. Carter Giannetto will control the points. Gets it to Lamar Johnson up high. Kyle Smith was looking for an early shot there. Kick out far side corner. Corey Smith as Bobcats go right to left on your radio dial. A good drive in the paint, but Carter Giannetto not able to hit. Rebound brought in by the Newton Cardinals.
Love the energy in this Phoenix offense. So much quick movement, handoff dribbles, getting into the lane to kick out. Didn't get the finish, but a lot of opportunity in that offense.
3 from the far side corner. Pops in and out. No good. Lamar Johnson skies for the rebound. Kick out to Corey Smith over the timeline. And he'll flip it underhand to Carter Giannetto. Dribbles to the left. Now angle dribbles back to the top of the key. Corey Smith has it. Back to Helio Sarin. And he gets it left wing to Giannetto. Now to Sarin in the near side corner. He picks up his dribble. Back to the top to Giannetto. 10 on the shot clock. A lot of dribbling. Not a whole lot of doing.
Yeah, you can't let the ball get sticky in this offense.
Boy, I thought Johnson had a nice pick and roll there. They did not find him. Good rebound. Johnson inside. Count the bucket. It's good for 2, and the Bobcats take the lead 2-0. Johnson with a foul line trip after that made bucket with 6:44 in the opening quarter.
We've got to see him. This is now his 3rd year in the high school. Played 2 years JV. He's at 6 foot tall. He rebounds as if he's 6'5". Kid's incredibly active on the boards.
And Lamar Johnson off the back of the iron. That one no good. Brought in by the Newton Cardinals. They clear it quickly up the far sideline. Klein is controlling the point over to the right. He goes to Lawson. Lawson over to the left wing to Teague. Teague, a high bounce pass over to Mattis. And now right, high post jumpers, no good. Corey Smith backside rebound brought in, and he'll bring it up court. He'll dribble to the top of the key and flips it to Giannetto. 2 defenders way out high. Kicks Kyle Smith, 3 on the backside of the iron, no good. And the rebound brought in by Mattis. He'll bring it up quickly up to the left wing. A drive in, Lamar Johnson cut it off. Now back wide open. Klein, 3, good.
And that's a big one, as they were not able to shoot that very well. Caden Klein, 1 of 6 in that game against Grinnell.
And did not play on varsity last year either. Giannetto left wing screen from Lamar Johnson, rolls not there. Near side to Rogelio, tries to drop it in, is dropped out of bounds. Let's take a look at our keys to the game here tonight, Dylan.
Yeah, real quick, it's Christmas time. Everybody tells you not to be a Scrooge. Bobcats were way too generous Tuesday. They need to be a Scrooge. They've got to cut down on turnovers, can't allow offensive rebounds. Kyle Smith with his 8th 3 of the year.
From and then the left wing.
And then flip side, Newton, it's Lampy and who? Now, we saw Klein hit a 3. Is it going to be Klein? Is it going to be Mattis? If they get more than 1 on the board, Newton has a chance here tonight.
5:17 and counting in this opening quarter of play. Shots off the back of the iron, no good. Giannetto with the rebound. Bobcats hands it off. NBA 3 off the back of the iron, off the side of the iron in the backboard, no good. In transition, a run out, good play. Lawson in transition with the 2. And it is 5-5. We're tied inside the roundhouse in the first quarter.
Newton is not big, but when you look at Lawson, when you look at a couple of their post guys, they're definitely football built. Brings some strength, some muscle mass.
Klein, a pretty good running back.
Yes, he was.
You know what I mean?
Yes, he was.
Yeah. We got a pretty good linebacker sitting on the Bobcat bench, and Davis Ragland, by the way. Corey Smith almost turned it over for the Bobcats. Get it back. Giannetto, big time three. It's no good off the left side of the iron. Rebound, Hunter Teague. 4:20 and counting. First quarter. Into the paint. Bobcats did not cut Mattis off as he cuts right by Rogelio Sarin for 2-7-5. Cards on top of the Cats.
You have got this at old adage. You just got to keep guards out of the paint. Nothing good happens when guards get in the paint.
And another guard gets into the paint right here, Giannetto, but the shot was no good. I thought Lamar Johnson had the rebound, but Bobcats saying there was a foul potentially. Now Kyle Smith from behind a foul on the Newton Cardinals. That'll be a blocking foul. First foul of the night on Kyle Smith. First team fouls. Well, both teams with one foul here in the opening quarter of play. The other foul is on number 22, Hunter Teague, for the Cardinals. Inbound right by the Bobcat bench for the Cardinals.
You see Carter Giannetto just trying
that's an over and back. Ooh, the official picked his whistle, but then decided not to blow the whistle. That's a close one, Dylan.
Yes, it was. Giannetto guarding Lampy.
Step back on the three, and that one's good from the far side corner. Klein, his second made three of the night. Got to guard those open guys.
In that box and one where only one defender's playing man.
Give and go, Lamar Johnson hangs on the rack, drops in. That is, I think, where his strong suit is. Lamar Johnson with 4 points, but I think he's not the biggest, as you've alluded to, but he is very quick. He makes really good moves that I think he's going to blow by guys if he gets those opportunities.
He is incredibly quick jumper, and he's great off the pick and roll, just dives. Oh, my goodness.
Mattis looking like a superstar right there. As a few Euro steps right around the Bobcat defense. It's 12-7.
Lampy hasn't had to do anything, and Newton's up by 5.
Kyle Smith tries to answer. Three is no good.
And this is where you'd like to see Kyle, maybe he's 1 of 4 so far, maybe take it off the bounce a little bit, get some separation.
Lampy was guarded by Giannetto, hands off to Caden Klein. And a turnover. Here's Corey Smith, makes a nice cut, layup, reverse, it's good. The senior puts it in for 2, 12-9, 3-point game.
Corey did a great job getting in the passing lane and then using his body to shield on that reverse layup.
Newton trying for a backdoor cut. They pop it out to the left wing. It's skimming off the iron. No good. Get the rebound. Back to Teague on the near side or the far side corner. Now to Mattis. And it looks like we're going to have a foul on the backside of the play.
Who are they going to call that on? Because if they...
I'm not sure. Two officials getting together. 1:57 on the clock. Stopped here in the opening quarter. And officials still getting together. I have not seen any indication. It's coming into the game for the Bobcats. Jacob Thiessen as well as Jacob Hayes.
There was no foul called.
Yeah, inadvertent whistle, and then apparently no foul called. So we'll play on. Full team with just one foul. Under 2 minutes to go. Opening quarter. Bobcats down by 3. Lamar Johnson guards up high on Christian Lawson, and now a hold foul is going to be called down low as Braylon Parks just checked in, and I think the foul is going to be on Giannetto holding on the backside. Yeah, he'll be Giannetto's first of the night.
He was playing defense with a couple hands on the jersey and coming around the pick. They're not going to allow that.
Inbound, Bauer, catch and shoot. It is no good. Rebound, put back, though. It is good for Caleb Mattis. Got to block out. And Mattis with 4.
Yeah, this is a really poor effort by the Bobcats on the defensive glass. That's 2 nights in a row. You've got to put a butt in a gut.
Smith, cross-court pass over to Jacob Thiessen. Out of Giannetto, right wing. Screen from Lamar Johnson. Jacob Hayes, fake like he was going to go for the 3. Giannetto drives in just outside the free throw. Stripe jumper's no good. And 14-9. Rebound goes to Newton with 1:03 to go. in the first. Faking a drive and a kick down to Parks on the left block. He's sitting there wide open, good for 2. And a timeout on the floor. 55 seconds to go, first quarter. Bobcats down by 7 inside the Roundhouse.
You'll find the perfect mattress for you at McGregor's Furniture and Mattress. You choose the firmness, comfort, and support level, all at a great price. McGregor's always has a great selection of sofas, recliners, dining room, and bedroom furniture to help you live and relax in comfort and style. Their staff will help you find just what you're looking for. McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, downtown Marshalltown, is open 7 days a week. They're proud to support Bobcat Athletics.
This is Galil Joel. You're watching Bobcat basketball on KFJB-tv.
Bobcats down by 7. A timeout by head coach Michael Apple. What do you think the message was there during that timeout?
So you got to box out, and I'm wondering if they're going to stick in that box and one. The Bobcats have not rotated well in the zone, and the zone has put them at a disadvantage to block out.
Jacob Hayes gets a feed with the assist by Jacob Thiessen, and that one gets it back within 4.
Hayes had 7 points in his varsity debut, all in his first run in the first quarter on Tuesday. Starts out this second quarter doing quite well again.
5-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Doesn't matter. Shot clock will be turned off now. 2-point bucket is good. He's got 8 in the game. Mattis, the breakout game.
Yeah, Carter Giannetto got caught with his head turned around. Just a bounce pass right past him.
Down by 6. Last shot of the first quarter going to come here for the Bobcats. Giannetto blows by the defense, but he comes up short on the layup. And I think, Newton stepped on the baseline. So out of bounds. And a couple Bobcats will check back in. Corey Smith, Rogelio Sarin. Time for a catch and shoot.
Yep.
As Giannetto will inbound baseline right side. See what they draw up here. Kyle Smith at the buzzer, off the backboard, no good. And that's how we head to the second as the Bobcats trail by 6. It's 18-12 inside the Roundhouse on KFJB-TV.
You should never have to wait after ordering new appliances. At Penn's Appliance, you wouldn't. With an incredible selection in stock and ready to install today. Our friendly team is here to help you pick the perfect set to match your style. And let our professional technicians install and set up your new appliances, often delivering the very next day. Stop in today, see all the new features, and find your new look at Penn's Appliance. For sales and service of everything appliance, go see the Pence team.
My name's Carter Giannetto, and you're watching Bobcat basketball on KFJB-tv.
Up on the Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard, 18-12 the scores. The Newton Cardinals, road opponent here tonight inside the Roundhouse. They have the lead against your Bobcats. Time for an area scoreboard update, all brought to you by Central State Bank.
Iowa Falls Alden and South Hamilton in a tight one, 44-43 in the third. West Marshall, South Hardin tied at 11 halfway through the first. Grinnell leads Washington 11-5 with a minute left in that first quarter. And that will round out. West Marshall girls did defeat South Hardin 59-53.
And the Newton girls defeated the Marshalltown Bobcat ladies 43-33, the final inside the Roundhouse. We start out the second quarter. Newton Cardinals will have the basketball on the far sideline as Cade Bauer will be the one to pass in. Caleb Mattis leads Newton through that first quarter for the Cardinals with 8 points himself.
And nothing was contested. All easy buckets for Mattis. Bobcats have to tighten up.
Down to the right block. They'll work with it. Mattis guarded by Corey Smith. Pops it out right wing. Bauer has it. Loses his step, but finishes with a floater in the paint. It's good for 2.
There is absolutely zero balance when Smith goes out to guard on that and just blows right past him.
Hand off over on the right wing as Bobcats get it across midcourt. Jacob Hayes passes off the mark to Giannetto. Gathers it back in. Looking for Rogelio Sarin on the pick and roll. Nothing doing right there. Corey Smith now drives down to the right block. Loses it off of his leg. Turnover Bobcats.
No, they're going to. He pointed the other way, but he was saying who it was off. And then he made the point it is going to be Bobcats ball.
Okay. All right. It will stay with the Cats down by 8. Giannetto will inbound. Claps the basketball, looking, finds Rogelio Sarin. He'll drive baseline as he turns around, floats it up. It is no good. And stepping out, Braylon Parks on defense right there. I think help got in the way. All the way down, Mattis down to the right block, back to the right wing, and now to Parks at the top of the key. Mattis gets it down the left side of the paint. Corey Smith with a block shot right there. That one goes out of bounds by the cheerleaders, and it will stay with the Newton Cardinals with 21 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, Bobcats here, they often sit in that 2-3 zone on underneath pass ends.
There's a pass in that goes awry as they were looking for Lampy, and they say it's last touch by the Cardinals. Bobcat basketball with 6:52 second quarter as the Bobcats trailing by 8 up on the Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard. Jacob Hayes will check out. Lamar Johnson is back into the game as Carter Giannetto will get the inbound pass from his teammate Kyle Smith.
Really the key to this offense is to keep the ball moving, not letting it get sticky in your hands.
Kyle Smith, 3, left wing. That one off the right side of the iron. Corey Smith slapped for the rebound. Couldn't get it. Beat out by Mattis. He'll bring it up court. Hands off to Parks. Left wing. Swings it over right wing. Lampy with Giannetto guarding him. Stops him at the right block just outside of it. He'll flip it back to the right wing to Mattis. And they'll reset offensively. Now drive inside down to the right block. Kyle Smith got a piece of that, but count the bucket for Lawson. It's good for 2. He's got 4 in the game.
They're getting picks and just driving across the lane, and they have beat Bobcat defenders over and over and over again, now up 10.
Travel's going to be called on Kyle Smith, and a turnover.
Yeah, coach trying to find the magic sauce, and so far he has not found that lineup that he's loving a whole lot.
Jason Carter, head coach for the Newton Cardinals, flips it back to the officials as it will be Cardinal basketball. I've always been impressed. I thought he's always done a nice job, and you don't get to Wells Fargo Arena without being a good coach.
No, you don't.
I mean, you've got to coach hard at the high school level to get there, right? I mean, it's a lot of work.
It really is, and you have different levels of talent. Based on the year, they had a group of seniors that got to play together for quite a few years. But to go 17-7 with some good teams in that conference, does a nice job.
Bobcats got a steal. Jacob Thiessen got it for the Bobcats, but he stepped on the sideline, and so it's out of bounds. And it will remain with the Newton Cardinals on the right side of your TV screen or on your radio dial if you're listening on KFJB. Thanks to Jeff Brooks, our producer back in the radio studio, Zach Tomish, our producer on site, Joe Cornwell, and Keith Stewart on camera here tonight. I'm Brandon Lewis. Dylan Doe's alongside me. 5.5 minutes to go before halftime. We'll talk to Brian Murphy, head girls basketball coach, coming up at the break. Inside to Lampy, left block, Giannetto guards, uses the glass. It is no good. Parks swiped at the rebound, poked it away from the Bobcats, Kyle Smith. Corey Smith, and that's going to force a jump ball position error with the Cats.
Great hustle.
Great hustle, but sloppy,
yes,
right?
Very sloppy. Well, and that really comes down to it, that the Bobcats, as you're looking at down 10 here, is the Bobcats have allowed Newton all their chances at the front of the rim, and that is not a recipe for success.
Corey Smith up high, left wing. 5 points of basketball over to Rogelio Sarin. Drops it in Lamar Johnson. Johnson kicks. Corey Smith drives now. And he's had some slippery fingers early on here tonight as he's lost the basketball a couple times. Turnover Bobcats with just under 5 to go, trailing by 10.
He looked like he was trying to load up to just do the 2-foot jump and get that power dribble up. And it just, when it went to go up, it slipped right out of his hands.
Klein brings it up court over the Bobcat logo at midcourt. Parks looking inside for Bauer. Turnaround jumper, hangs on the iron, no good. But Bobcats get beat out for a rebound. Reset the shot clock. Parks in the middle of the paint. Cutting Bauer. Can't get the shot to go. And last touch by Bauer.
Nice.
Bobcat basketball.
Nice trail block by Jacob Thiessen, those long 6'3" arms where they will knock it away.
I'm surprised he hasn't played before this, right?
Well, he's an
Jacob
athletic
Thiessen?
kid. He's played at different levels, but yeah, he's an athletic kid, good golfer, good tennis player. And sometimes, when you get to that senior year, you're like, you know what, I do want to play a year with my friends.
Turnaround jumper, smooth move, but can't get the shot to fall. Rebound goes to Klein. Klein's going to power up court. They lose it. He gets it back on the right block. Turnaround jumper is no good. Rogelio Siren tips it out left wing. It's controlled by the Cardinals. Mattis hesitation move, has his pocket picked. Kyle Smith to Giannetto.
Really what you're seeing from the Bobcats, there is no block out. They're going to chase balls. They don't take that first initial step to block out Cardinals.
Giannetto inside in the paint. Turnaround jumper. Almost identical shot as Kyle Smith. He makes this one, though. And Giannetto with his first bucket of the night. He's been slow going this season, but he's had to run the point guard position, which has added to his normal duties.
Yeah, it takes 4.5 minutes here in that second quarter for the Bobcats to get their first score. They struggled in the second quarter on Tuesday night as well.
Thiessen swipes late at Lampy, and that's hard to believe. Lampy was first bucket of the night. It's back to a 10-point lead for the Cardinals inside the roundhouse. 3-10 and counting second quarter.
Yeah, they are Swiss cheese in this defense.
Giannetto hardly draws anything, maybe just grazes the glass, and it's no good. Newton back down to the left block, and I think Kyle Smith's going to pick up a foul as he was guarding Caden Klein. And that one's going to be on the floor, but that is the second one on the night on Kyle Smith.
Yeah, that's going to be a hand check. You can't have your hand on him down inside that post area off the ball handler there, but my goodness.
The cut inside the paint, it's picked off. Nice job by Jacob Hayes to help get it in defensively. He got the basketball, clears it out to Corey Smith, who brings it up near side. Corey Smith dribbles it away. Newton picks it off, and coast to coast they go. Layup is in and out for Lawson, no good. Rebound attempt, a tie up down low, jump ball, possibly a call or a foul going to be called.
I think they're going to call a jump ball.
Two officials looking at each other.
Yeah,
and
underneath. It's got to be a jump ball.
Well, yeah, no indication, though. We've seen that a couple times.
Yeah.
They're just like, their ball. No call. We're calling it a jump ball. They did switch the possession arrow. I did not see the indication, though. Trying to get it inside to Mattis. That one just an errant one. And turnover on the Cardinals. Back to the Cats with 2:25 and counting in this second quarter of play. Bobcats need a bucket.
Yeah, they do. Seeing where is it going to come from? No Kyle Smith on the court.
Jacob Hayes had 7 in the first half, but went quiet. 0 points against Roosevelt the other night.
Yeah, got them all in that first run and then nothing.
Two players not on the same page, Hayes and Lamar Johnson, and it's a turnover and all the way into the rack. It's good. Lawson got the turnover, and he has 6 in the game. Not a good start for the Bobcats in this first half, down by 12.
Yeah, it's going so bad on the defensive side. They're bringing in a left linebacker, and Davis Ragland will be in at the next stop in. But this is where Carter Giannetto, a lot of over-dribbling, able to get a bucket.
Dribbling to nowhere is one of my least favorite basketball things.
Yes.
Right? You know, like with a purpose.
And that's where Carter's really, with Trey out, he's the only one that has really had to change his role to where he's much more comfortable off the ball, getting catch-and-shoot situations.
Lampy left wing, Giannetto steps out on him, and Corey Smith almost had a turnover. 3 by Mattis as the shot clock was down to 5. Boy, Newton pokes out. Lampy has it. 3 by Lawson's going to come up well short.
Oh my gosh.
But another offensive rebound. What is going on? Klein inside for 2.
The sophomore Jacob Hayes boxed out with his hands at his knees and then totally got rope-a-doped and went right past him. Not a good effort by number 30.
8 for Klein. Nearing 30 to go before half. Turnovers mounting, shots not going. That's the story of the first half for the Bobcats. Turnaround and right high post is no good by Giannetto. And the Cardinals can play for the last shots to go up by 14 or 15 here on this possession.
This has been a horrendous start to this ball game.
Corey Smith, though, with a pickoff, and he'll take it in, and it's a layup. He tried for the dunk, but I think he came up short.
He showed some spring.
He's got more spring in his step than I do. We'll count it. It's a 10-point game at the break, 28-18. Only 3 buckets scored in the second quarter, Dylan, for the Bobcats.
Yeah, they were all out of sorts. Kyle Smith went to the bench, isn't shooting it very well. We then found a lot of over-dribbling from the point guard position and just not good shots, not good rhythm, but it all starts with terrible defensive, one-on-one defensive intensity, just ball handlers getting to the front of the rim whenever they want to. That's a recipe for a loss.
It's a 10-point score for the Newton Cardinals in that second quarter. It's 28-18 at the break right here on KFJB-TV.
At Sports Plus Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy Center, we customize each patient's treatment plan to their individual needs. What does that mean? It means that not every back or knee problem is treated the same, and that your program will be unique and designed especially for your needs or problem. This improves how quickly you will return to work or sports. The Sports Plus staff is encouraging and takes pride in your successful recovery. This is just one more reason why champions choose Sports Plus Physical Therapy as their favorite place to rehabilitate and train.
Hey Bobcat Nation, it's Jacob Hayes. You're watching Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-TV.
At the breakup on the Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard, 28-18. Bobcats get back within 10 right before halftime. It's Corey Smith with that breakaway. We head to the halftime report next, right here on KFJB-TV.
You're an empty nester closing in on that retirement property. Chances are your plans didn't include mom moving in, but life happens and you do the right thing. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement means caring for yourself and a loved one, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
Scouts in Marshalltown go on fun adventures. Scouts learn about the outdoors. Scouts learn character building. Scouts learn citizenship. Scouts learn life skills. Scouts learn to be leaders. Scouts go to fun summer camps, and Scouts get a head start in life. Marshalltown has produced over 200 Eagle Scouts in our over 70-year history and have provided over 1 million hours of service to our community. To learn more about joining Scouting in Marshalltown, go to iascouts.org. Adventure on!
This is Lindsay, Director of the Embers Retirement Community in Marshalltown. The holidays are a very special time at the Embers. We decorate the common areas with beautiful, festive decorations. Our residents personalize their apartments with their own decorations too. Family members from around the area and the country come to visit their loved ones. It's a fun time of the year, full of warmth. This time next year, you could be decorating your own apartment. Wishing you a safe and Merry Christmas from the Embers Retirement Community.
KFJB-TV presents the Bobcat Halftime Report.
At halftime, Bobcats trailing by 10 at 28-18 is our score. Leading scorer for the Bobcats, 3 guys tied at 4 apiece. Carter Giannetto, Corey Smith, Lamar Johnson with 4, 3 for Jacob Hayes, and 3 for Kyle Smith. That first half was really a story of the 3 not going down, only 2 made for the Bobcats.
Yeah, Kyle Smith 1 of 5 from three-point land, and really Carter Giannetto has not found his shot whatsoever, forcing a lot of things. Where the Bobcats made 10 threes last week, we only got 2 in the first half so far.
Nate Lampy quiet, only 2 points at the break, but they haven't needed him because Caleb Mattis and Cade Klein both with 8 points in the first half.
They've both got 8. Then you throw in Christian Lawson, who has 6. That's 22 points right there.
Yep.
We asked the question, Lampy plus who? Maybe we should have kept my mouth shut because they answered that in droves.
Your quick math is impeccable, though. That is for sure. 28-18 at the break. We'll talk to head coach Brian Murphy for the Bobcat girls basketball team as they fell by 10 earlier tonight to the Cardinals, 43-33. This is Bobcat basketball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
The right insurance agent can make all the difference. Assured Partners agents represent multiple insurance companies. They can pick and choose from a larger variety of outstanding insurance options. Assured Partners also handles life and health insurance and Medicare supplement coverage. With access to local, regional, and national insurance companies, Assured Partners will create policies tailored to the coverage you need. For more information, go online to assuredpartners.com/Marshalltown. Power through partnership with Assured Partners in Marshalltown, Toledo, and West Des Moines.
At Honest Heating and Cooling, they take comfort seriously. Their latest offering? Smart Integrity Monitoring. Combined with an honest maintenance plan, it takes all the guessing out of home comfort. Their technicians take accurate measurements of all the necessary parameters and deliver you the truth about where your home's comfort stands. If you're not measuring, you're just guessing. That's honest. Get a Smart Integrity Monitoring plan and let the Honest team watch over your home's comfort 24/7. Honest Heating and Cooling.
Today's game on KFJB-TV is brought to you by Assured Partners, power through partnership. Boy Scouts of America, Adventure On. Edward Jones, Zach Wall, your financial advisor in Marshalltown. Embers Retirement Community, independent living for active seniors. Honest Heating and Cooling, let the Honest team watch over your home's comfort 24/7.
Welcome back in. Dylan Doe's here with Coach Brian Murphy as the Marshalltown Bobcat girls fall to 1-2 in a 43-33 contest against the Newton Cardinals. But this was a close one, even in the fourth quarter with the Bobcats with a 27-25 lead. Coach, what would you say about the girls' effort here tonight?
You know, I thought they did a really good job in battling through some really frustrating circumstances. You know, when we're in the first half and we got 3 of our starters sitting on the bench with 3 fouls. I mean, you know, it's one of those games where it's really hard as a coach where you never want to blame things out of your control. But, I mean, there is a certain point where it's hard to know what to tell them when things just aren't officiated consistently.
We said it in our bonus coverage, there was about as many whistles as you possibly could have in a game, and it really did put you behind the 8 ball. But that brings one person, the junior Ellie Hughes, I thought did a tremendous job with both her effort and execution. What can you say about the growth of the junior?
Yeah, no, Ellie's a stabilizing force on both ends of the floor. I mean, we trust her with the ball in her hands on offense. She makes great decisions, gets the ball moving on offense, and defensively she's just solid. She's always in the right position. She's great about boxing out, getting boards, being strong. So, I mean, she is somebody that has grown an incredible amount since she's been with us, and she's going to continue to do that.
And then we got to see some new – Sydney was able to play last Tuesday night, wasn't able to play this Tuesday night against Roosevelt. She was back in the lineup. Then Kinsley Bowie for the first time back into the lineup. How nice is it to have some experience come back to the girls here today?
No, it was great. I mean, certainly Sydney and Kinsley are both 2 people we need a lot, and it's amazing how much watching one shot down is contagious for everybody else. I mean, once that first one fell, you could feel almost a sense of relief and that enthusiasm build up. So, you know, getting Kinsley back is huge. I mean, you know, we know Sydney is kind of one of the rocks of our offense where, you know, our offense looks a lot different without her out there. So getting her back was huge in that as well.
Yeah, she's just incredibly skilled. She does look to be quicker this year, but still has that same strength. And my final question comes down to the freshman. Frankie Long seems like she's a problem for teams right now, but she's going to be a problem for a while.
Yep, no, for sure. Frankie's doing a good job. She's still learning about how physical varsity is going to be, and you know the thing she's got to recognize is, I mean, she's going to get beat up as one of the biggest people on the floor. You know, I think through 3 games now, teams are being allowed to be physical with her, so she's going to have to recognize that. All right, this is what I need to work through and go up strong, get the ball high, where referees can see that contact consistently.
Thank you very much, and good luck tomorrow night against Urbandale. We'll be back with the second half.
Don't let concerns about shifts in the market disrupt your long-term financial goals. Edward Jones financial advisor Zach Wall can help. He'll work with you on an investment strategy for long-term results. Edward Jones can give you the tools and knowledge for a steady approach to hitting your financial targets. Get started by giving Zach Wall a call at 641-752-3017 in Marshalltown or visiting edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
With over 10,000 cars at our disposal, Jensen Ford.
Hold on. That's not really how we do things at Jensen Ford.
How about, it's never been a better time to buy a brand new...
Yeah, we don't really do that either. When you're ready to buy a car, we'll be ready to help.
Try this. We'll get you in and out faster than a speeding...
We don't do that either. At Jensen Ford, we'll take as much time as you need to find the right vehicle. We're not just moving cars, but we're building relationships.
Oh, maybe more of a, this is where your family buys their vehicles.
There you go. More like that.
Bobcats get ready for the second half of action as they trail by 10 as we bring you coverage from inside the Roundhouse. Coming up after the game, we'll name our Bobcat player of the game. That's all brought to you by Kevin Rocket Bar and Grill in Marshalltown. This is Bobcat Basketball. You're watching KFJB-TV.
You'll find the perfect mattress for you at McGregor's Furniture and Mattress. You choose the firmness, comfort, and support level, all at a great price. McGregor's always has a great selection of sofas, recliners, dining room, and bedroom furniture to help you live and relax in comfort and style. Their staff will help you find just what you're looking for. McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, downtown Marshalltown, is open 7 days a week. They're proud to support Bobcat Athletics.
Go to Bobcat Nation. This is Jose Vargas, and you're watching Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-tv.
We are underway, second half action up on the Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard. 28-18 is our score as the Bobcats begin with the basketball to start up the second half. Corey Smith, left wing, knifes into the paint, kicks out, near side corner, three is on its way. It's off the back of the iron, no good. Lamar Johnson tried to get the rebound off of the Kyle Smith three, but just not falling like it was the other night, Dylan.
No, it wasn't. Corey Smith did a great job. He might have been a little unselfish. Looked like he may have had a layup there, but looked to find his brother in the corner.
A lot of perimeter play, but down to the right block, Lamar Johnson got a little active right there, trying to get the steal, but the Cardinals keep it.
Newton is attacking the ball, and the Bobcats are just hanging out, expecting the ball to come to them. Newton has been on in the fifth gear the whole entire time, taking this at 100 miles an hour while the Bobcats are just sitting in the passenger seat watching it go by.
Caden Klein drew the foul from Lamar Johnson right there, his first of the game. Bobcats pushed that one out of play. Boy, I don't know if something was said to Lamar Johnson at halftime, but he's been pretty physical first couple of games, but he looks like he's taking exception to that physicality here out of the break. That's for sure. Real big aggressiveness. And the Bobcats know they got to be aggressive here in this one in the second half to make a comeback. Floater in the paint. Count the bucket. It's good. And that guy's having a career night. Christian Lawson averaged 0.7 points per game. He had 0 points against Grinnell on Tuesday. The senior at 6'1". Lawson gets the bucket and the and one. He's got 8 in the game, Dylan.
I thought Rowe was there early enough, but he has really benefited. It's all just attacking. It's all attacking in the paint. Bobcats are allowing the little curl cuts, the screens, the picks, all of that just, and the Bobcats are trailing on every single pick.
Kyle Smith, left wing. Up to Corey Smith. Giannetto cutting around a screen, gets a handoff, back to Corey Smith. Looking inside to Lamar Johnson, but the avenue is not open there. A drive to the free throw stripe. Now Rogelio sets a screen for Kyle Smith. Nothing doing. No paint presence whatsoever, as we've alluded to and you've talked about. A lot of dribbling to nowhere by some of the guards. And we do see a foul by Hunter Teague. That'll be his second of the night for number 22 for the Cardinals.
Well, and that big piece is, even if you're going to play 5 high, you have to get it into the paint. You've got to dribble drive in the paint, something, because it causes the defense to collapse on itself, and then it opens lanes, opens shots. Right now, the Bobcats are just kind of passing around the perimeter or dribbling around the perimeter.
Oh, wow. Going to call an illegal screen on Lamar Johnson. I thought that was one where he ran up and then Lampy was running. So, I mean, it's just kind of two guys colliding right there.
Yeah.
That's tough. Is that a foul?
I didn't
feel?
I didn't feel so, but
yeah,
they have yet to ask us. of what we think.
Unfortunately. We know things.
Yes, we do.
You've taken turf management classes, so you know a thing or two
I've
about
mastered
that.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. You're exceptional at math.
That's very true.
Yeah.
One of the quick things as we see this again is Bobcats are not defending against a strong hand. They're just giving them the lane on that. Newton are not a bunch of skilled basketball players where they're as effective on both hands.
Are you saying this is bully ball?
I'm saying we're allowing them to just go strong side.
Come on. No good on the three by Kyle Smith.
This is,
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You know who Christian Lawson reminds me of? Jonathan Taylor Thomas with that haircut and then the blonde.
Well, Tiger Beat was here to do a spread, so it might actually be his son. No one knows.
Corey Smith. Now you got me all off track here. Rogelio Serra in left wing for the Bobcats. Inside to Corey Smith. That one poked out of bounds by the Newton Cardinals on the backside. Guarding was Caleb Mattis. It'll stay with the Bobcats with 4:49 third quarter. 33-18 is a score. As the Bobcats have not scored out of the break. It's a 5-0 run for the Cardinals out of halftime. And it's been all Christian Lawson who has all 5 of those points.
Yeah, Bobcats did this Tuesday night. Out of their 50 points, 32 of them were scored in the first and fourth quarter combined. Only 18 in those two intermediate quarters. Right now, the Bobcats just have 6 from the second to halfway through the third quarter.
Hunter Teague and Jonathan Taylor Thomas check out for the Newton Cardinals.
Well played. Well played.
Giannetto is going to inbound on the baseline as the Cardinals pick up a foul on Cade Bauer. That's his first of the night. And just a straight pick on the inbounds play to Caleb Mattis. Feeds it up to Bauer. Layup is good for 2. We got to get a timeout.
They just did a fly pattern, and that's no effort to get back. A lot of just, oh my goodness.
There we go. And then the
timeout.
official was not awarding the timeout. They were. All right. We'll take a timeout with them. 35-18. Bobcats trailing with 4:32 third quarter from inside the Roundhouse on KFJB-TV. As you walk inside, you know right away the place for fun is Wayward Social. There's always plenty of bowling action, so plan for your next outing to include bowling at Wayward Social. Also, meet your friends for lunch, dinner, or your favorite beverages. You will also absolutely love their daily lunch specials, Monday through Friday, including endless pizza by the slice. You choose the toppings. Wayward Social is now open at 11:30 a.m., 7 days a week. Wayward Social on South 6th Street in Marshalltown.
This is Jacob Thiessen. You're watching Bobcat basketball on KFJB-tv.
Battle of the Cats and the Cards. It's 35-18. Cards all over the Bobcats here tonight. As the Bobcats trying to avoid an 0-2 start before a trip to Urbandale tomorrow night. Time for a regional scoreboard update, all brought to you by Central State Bank. Dylan?
Yes, in the girls' game in the first half of this doubleheader is that Marshalltown dropped 43-33 to Newton. Grinnell leads Washington in the guys' game 24-10 at half. West Marshall up 32-24 over South Hardin at half. And we have Iowa Falls leads South Hamilton 61-56 with 4.5 minutes to go.
Did you know they had a shot clock blow up the other night?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, apparently it caught like on fire. That's what Jeff Brooks was telling me. Well, opening night last Tuesday night in the girls' game.
Hot dang.
Yeah, literally hot. On fire. Bobcats with the basketball out of the timeout taken by head coach Michael Apple. His Bobcats down big at home. Lamar Johnson ball got rattled around down there, throws it up. It's no good. Rebound Mattis. He'll bring it up quickly, feeds it up to the right wing to Lampy. Now back to the top of the key to Caden Klein. Klein barking out the signals offensively. Rotate their offense up high as Parks moves to the far side. He's going to cut. He'll grab the ball at the top of the key, guarded by Giannetto. Now right wing to Mattis. Mattis picked up by Corey Smith. Free throw line. It's kicked out. Near side corner. Lampy 3 buries it. It's a 20-point game.
That zone defense not good enough once you get that second, third pass, it's too much for the Bobcats. They're not able to get out there in time.
10-0 run for the Cards out of the break.
And it looks like Kyle Smith must have got hit in the face or something.
And the layup is good by Lampy on the breakaway. He has 5 in the second half after only 2 in the first.
I never saw this coming. Newton has done a tremendous job on the defensive end. They're switching all screens, and there they go and don't switch it. And then Corey Smith with a big 2.
That'll stop the leading right there for the Bobcats, and that's the first bucket of the third quarter for the Bobcats, down by 20. 40-20 is our score.
And Coach Apple is digging into the bench here to see this next dead ball. Another 3. Oh, my gosh. Lampy again, his second 3 of the second half, and he is heating up. The light went on, so to speak.
Elio Sarin, he tries to get a bucket, and a layup from the left block misses it, claps his hands as Lamar Johnson got the rebound. He was fouled with 2:19 in the third quarter. Line change, Ragland, as well as checking in for the Bobcats, Jacob Hayes and Jacob Thiessen, as Corey Smith, Rogelio Sarin, and Lamar Johnson check out for the red and blue. Giannetto, baseline right side, inbounding for the Bobcats after the foul. It was number 2 on Cade Bauer on the Knights. Around the perimeter, Bobcats swing it to the left wing. Screen set by Ragland, Hill rolled, nothing doing. That play has not been there all night.
Not at all.
Jacob Hayes kicks out right wing. Trade places, gets the ball back from Jacob Thiessen. Now Giannetto, not even close.
And instead of just doing the fall away off the glass, if he takes one hard dribble, he's at the rim.
Kyle Smith with 3 seconds on the shot clock. The 3 from the left wing is no good. He's got Kleenex in his left nostril as it looks like he got a bloody nose in this one. And the Bobcats down by 23, make it 26.
Oh, my God.
And this one from Cade Bauer, his first 3 of the night.
And those corners on this zone defense, this zone attempted defense leaves the corners wide open, and Newton has hit 3 threes in a row from this near corner.
Another one. That one is an air ball. No good on the near side by Mattis. Up court quickly. 3 by the Bobcats in transition, and it's an air ball by Jacob Hayes. Wide open. 3 for the left wing. Hardly even touches anything. Jacob Thiessen, good. His second made 3 of the season.
I love the confidence. Because for a shooter, if you shoot it in rhythm, it's always about 50% better shot than if you're hesitating.
Timeout on the floor at 48 seconds to go. Third quarter on KFJB-tv. Bobcats down big.
This is Brady from Legends American Grill. The holiday season is upon us, and it's time to book your company or family get-together today. Legends has 2 private party rooms available to help ease with the stress and make your party a success. We even offer party package deals and banquet options to help with your planning process. Call Legends at 641-752-1237 and book your party today. Legends American Grill is Marshalltown Steakhouse.
Hey Bobcat Nation, this is Kyle Smith. You're watching Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-tv.
Third quarter winding down. Bobcats down big by 23 points. It's 46-23. 48 seconds to go in this third quarter. Timeout taken by the Cards head coach Jason Carter out of the little Hawkeye Conference. The 3A opponent in town to take on the 4A Bobcats, but that does not mean anything as the Bobcats in danger of dropping to 0-2 on the season. As the Cardinals up big, as they'll work it around the perimeter. Caden Klein with the basketball, swings at top of the key. Now Klein gets it back on a handoff. Left high post, he dribbles to nowhere. Lampy gets it near side corner, drops it in, left block. Nothing doing there. As the shot clock expires, 3 is no good by Christian Lawson. Rebound outlet to Giannetto up the near side across the Bobcat script. Thiessen fakes a 3, now puts it up. Bank is open.
What a big shot.
Second 3 in a row. He's got 6, and the Bobcats down by 20.
Bobcats just had their best defensive possession, backed it up with another 3. 2 good defensive possessions in a row, 2 threes on offense in a row.
Good Klein with a 3. It comes up short as we end the third quarter. Bobcats down by 20 as we head to the fourth on KFJB-TV.
Some drivers trade cars every year or every other year. Some drive their cars till they drop. Whatever kind of driver you are, Lennox Employees Credit Union is here to get you into the car for your style of driving. You're invited to go to our website, lennoxecu.com, for membership eligibility and loan rates, or call the office to talk to a loan officer. The loan process is quick and easy. Low auto loan rates from Lennox Employees Credit Union, 1004 East Main Street in Marshalltown. Member NCUA.
This is Corey Smith, and you're watching Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-tv.
Well, students trying to rile up the Bobcats on the floor as they trail it by 20. Trying to make a comeback late here in this one. Newton Cardinals have been shooting it pretty well. They made 3 threes in that third quarter. They got off to a 12-0 run to begin out of halftime. Bobcats battled back. Jacob Thiessen, couple made 3s, but going to have to do a lot of scoring as early exit by some of the Newton fans at the end of that third quarter as the Cardinals will begin with the basketball.
And you look, Ryan Schmidt entered in the end of the third quarter. Coach Apple says he's really enjoyed just the physicality and energy he's brought in practice on defense, and the Bobcats need all the help they can on defense.
Schmidt and also Jacob Thiessen step out, but not able to get there in time. It's a good two-point bucket for the Newton Cardinals.
Ty Lawson's kid is having himself a night.
Lawson, a career night, and that's the spot, right wing. Third made 3 from that spot. Jacob Thiessen, a big bucket for the Bobcats. 48-29, down to a 19-point game.
His mom was my kid's pediatrician, and he's hitting all the 3s now.
Wow. The Lampe baseline drive, it's no good as he reverse layup on the left side of the hoop. Outlet to Kyle Smith, up to Giannetto, left wing. Giannetto hands it off to Jacob Thiessen. Kyle Smith looking for something. Timeout called. Good heads-up play right there. Is really Kyle not getting a whole lot of help from teammates, trying to set screens, but nobody was moving to try to find an avenue to open things up. 6:51 to go in this one. Bobcats down by 19 inside the Roundhouse on KFJB-TV.
You planned and saved for your child to go to college. But medical school after graduation was a surprise. A happy, expensive surprise. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When opportunities surprise you, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
Hi, this is Lamar, and you're watching Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-tv.
48-29 Bobcats trailing at home against the Newton Cardinals. I'm Brandon Lewis, still indoors alongside me. Great to have you tuned in tonight. Bobcats called the timeout as they'll get the ball off the inbound. Kyle Smith dishes to Jacob Hayes. He'll drive to the right high post, feeds to Thiessen. And he'll dribble to the top of the key, kicks to Giannetto. 2-1 on the shot clock. Shot comes, 3 is going to skim out of there. No good for the Bobcats. Cardinals in transition. Lampe brings it up court quickly, stops at the left wing. And a little handsy right there with the defense for the Bobcats. And it looks like Ryan Schmidt possibly might pick up the foul. And yeah, that'll be his first of the night.
Yeah, it definitely a lot of aggressive nature using the hands and whatnot, but you still like that Ryan's out there trying to pressure the ball.
Cardinal basketball near sideline as that one will be inbounded right by the Cardinal bench. Christian Lawson. Crossover. Gets it over to the right wing. Now they drop it inside, and I think a reach-in foul is going to be called as bounce pass to Caleb Mattis. 2 Bobcats stepped in, and the foul is going to be on Carter Giannetto, his second of the night.
Yeah, Carter just trying to make a play, but definitely dislodged Mattis on that play.
Baseline right, Caden Klein will inbound, and we have a foul on the Bobcats, potentially.
Really?
His third of the game.
That felt more to me like an offensive moving screen on that backside, but I guess Carter must have grabbed him on that far side where we can't see.
Late dish to Lawson. It's good for 2 from Caleb Mattis.
Great job by Lawson. Once he saw the double team, he just cut straight to the rack and got the little shovel pass in the bucket.
Lawson with 15 tonight, having a career night for the senior who didn't even average a point a game last year. 50-29.
To do the quick math, that's about what would it be? It would be about a 30,000% increase. That's not right. I think it's 3,000.
I think you need to get your calculator out. Under 6. It's not the largest lead of the night. They've led by 23 tonight of the Cardinals. Hayes, we haven't really seen him take too many shots tonight. He's made it 3 in the first half. 3 right wing, no good by Thiessen. And the Cardinals get the rebound outlet to Lawson. Inside the left block, kick out near side corner 3 on the way. It's good.
It's
and
awesome.
That guy is just having a night. His first 3 of the night.
The Newton Cardinals can perch in this corner because that zone never gets there. That is the weak spot in the zone. On the baseline is not getting out to the far corner.
Lawson up high, dribbles to the left wing. Keeps it himself. He'll drop it to the left high post to Mattis, and a travel's going to be called. And a turnover, Bobcat basketball. Lamar Johnson, Corey Smith back into the game. (53-29) with under 5 to go. Kyle Smith will let it roll in as he gets a pass from his brother Corey. Hand out for Rogelio Sarin. Well, handsy there by number 5, Braylon Parks for the Newton Cardinals. He'll pick up a foul, his first of the night. Leading the team in hair is Parks.
Yes, he might be leading the county. That is a glorious man.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a lot of people with a lot of hair in Jasper County.
It's known as the shortest hair
county
in the state of Iowa. That's a well-known fact that I just made up.
Foul on the floor as Lamar Johnson had it up high. It's going to be a foul called on Caden Klein. And the second of the night. Third team foul. Baseline left. Inbound to Rogelio Sarin. Hand it back off to the inbound man. Jacob Hayes now top of the key to Kyle Smith. Back to Rogelio Sarin, left wing. Screen from Lamar Johnson. Rolls. Passes high off the fingertips of Johnson. Turnover Cats. With 4:29 to go in this one. Bobcats down big at home by 24. This is the largest lead of the night.
Rowe let that one slip away, but that's one Lamar still needs to be able to catch and put in for 2.
Mattis right high post dribbles to the free throw line. It pops in and out. No good on the shot attempt. Hayes gets the rebound. Clear out to Corey Smith. Screen for Lamar Johnson. Rolls with it. Kyle Smith pops open, wide open 3, and can't bury that one.
That was a great look.
Boy, that's got to be a foul. Lamar Johnson is on the ground. That is tough. As a push is going to be called on the Newton Cardinals. And Caleb Mattis kind of came underneath. And Lamar Johnson looks like he's going to check out as Davis Ragland's going to get off the bench and check in. Avery, the trainer, getting up. Boy, that was a hard fall right there for Lamar.
He looks to be all right. Here's to being 16 again, because I think I'd be in traction for a month.
Inbound a high one to Kyle Smith. Gives it back to the inbound man in Jacob Hayes. Picks up his dribble back to the top of the key. Up and under, and count it for Corey Smith. It's good for 2.
I like how aggressive he's been. He's definitely done a much nicer job here tonight being aggressive offensively.
Lawson, good drive, gets past Rogelio Sarin, foul from behind, shot is no good, but 2 free throws coming. With 3:35 to go in the game, there's that last drive by Corey Smith. I think it might have touched the glass just a little bit and hit a couple times off the back of the iron and fell in. And Lawson, his free throw bounces up high and out, no good on the free throw. He is now 1 of 2 at the stripe tonight.
Yeah, one thing Newton's done really well with their offense is as they swing it on this zone, they're able to get just one-on-ones over and over.
Free throws, no good, either one of them. Jacob Hayes got the rebound, clear out to Corey Smith. Dribbles to the far side corner. Hesitates, drives in, reverse layup. It's blocked by Lawson, and he gets the basketball up court. It's a 2-on-2. He'll take it out, kicks it, right wing 3. That's good. Christian Ergenbright checks in for the first time. The junior, 6 foot, makes his first bucket of the game. Hayes to answer, left high post is good for 2.
I like when Jacob's aggressive. I think when he's aggressive with his shot, everything goes better. It's timidity gets him.
Yeah, that's for sure, because he was way more timid in the second half against Roosevelt than the first half. He was letting it fly, and he had 7 points versus 0 in the second half against Roosevelt. Bobcats trailing 56-33, 2:40 to go in the game. Spin move. Had his pocket picked right there. As Caden Klein with the dribbling, Corey Smith knocked it away. And we have a Gatlil Jor sighting, as well as Tate Ring into the game for the Bobcats.
Yes, we do. Gatlil saw him warming up. He was hitting 3 after 3.
Jor, let it soar, baby.
That's right. Just let it fly. Just let it fly.
56-33. Still that score as Newton's led by as many as 24 tonight.
I did not think this was going to be what happened here tonight. I thought it'd be a much closer ball game.
Lawson pushing around. Schmidt inside. A couple putbacks are no good, but he gets the ball again. Man, making that guy look like an all-star tonight.
Yeah, it's really looking at what they struggled with against Roosevelt, and what they're struggling here with Newton is physicality.
Yeah.
The Bobcats are incapable or unwilling to match the physicality that the opposing teams are given. Urbandale's going to bring that physicality as well. Bobcats are going to have to learn to buckle up.
Yep. Gatlil Jor guarding Bozarth. Tyler Thompson also got an ovation from the Newton student section after he was checking in. Ragland might have got a piece of that one. They say no, as it's off of Landon Bozarth last. Cardinal fans don't like it. I think they probably have a point, but it's a 23-point game, folks.
Yeah.
We've got other things to worry about. At least we're not getting stuck in a cul-de-sac this year going to Newton. Jor let it soar off the left side of the iron, no good. And Ragland's going to pick up a foul, a reach in on the rebound. And we've hit 5 team fouls, so that means free throws for the Newton Cardinals. That will send Christian Ergenbright to the line. Just made a 3 short time ago. And first one's up, and it's good for the junior.
Getting
Ragland and Jacob Thiessen check out. Yeah, a couple of different guys. Blaine Landeros has checked in. Adam Boone checked in. He gets the rebound. Second is no good by Ergenbright.
Gatleel putting him in a mixer.
Oh, what a kick out. Boone open. Three is no good. Blaine Landeros was supposed to be wearing 45 or 52, but he's wearing 45 tonight.
Oh, no.
Bobcat with a rebound, but it gets poked away. Cardinals have it. Kick out near side. Long jumper is good for Ergenbright.
Landon Bozart.
Or was that? Oh, that was 13. Sorry. Yeah, Bozart. That's the hot spot tonight, near side corner.
One is they must like it there. Two, there has not been a defender in that quadrant of the court all night long.
That's where that extra ghost defender's been out here tonight. Right. Not really helping out a whole lot. 59-33, under a minute to go. Schmidt is out, and here we see the first minutes of the season for Will Swartz.
The tallest member of the Bobcats.
Yeah, 6'6" junior. There you go, the big fella got it. Jor let it soar, but it's no good. And Newton comes up with the rebound as that three-pointer popped out left side. Mackey is running the point down for the Newton Cardinals with 28 seconds to go. Three, no good. Boone gets the rebound after it popped off a Tate ring. I love Gatleel Jor's confidence in his ability to dribble, right?
Yeah.
Boone, he's confident as well, letting it fly. It's no good, though. And that'll be all she wrote. Boy, we did not expect the Cardinals to come into town and just hammer the Cats.
That was a thumping.
That was. 59-33, our final score for the Bobcats. We'll take a quick timeout. This is Bobcat Basketball on KFJB-TV.
Ready to take the next step in your education? Look no further. Marshalltown Community College is your ticket to endless opportunities. Our dedicated faculty and diverse programs are your pathway to success. Whether you're pursuing a career in healthcare, industry, or earning your AA degree, MCC offers the flexibility you need. We provide convenient online classes and locations in Marshalltown and Grinnell. Picture yourself thriving at MCC. Your journey begins now. Discover more at MarshalltownCommunityCollege.com.
You should never have to wait after ordering new appliances. At Penn's Appliance, you wouldn't. With an incredible selection in stock and ready to install today. Our friendly team is here to help you pick the perfect set to match your style. And let our professional technicians install and set up your new appliances, often delivering the very next day. Stop in today, see all the new features, and find your new look at Penn's Appliance. For sales and service of everything appliance, go see the Penn's team.
The KFJB-TV Locker Room Report, presented by Wells Fargo Advisors in Marshalltown.
Locker Room Report, all brought to you by Wells Fargo Advisors, 14 East Southridge Road in Marshalltown, as the Birds, best of the feline tonight.
It was an Alfred Hitchcock film tonight. The Birds were attacking all over the place. Again, Tweedy takes over Sylvester. This was a kicking in all fashion. Newton had more energy, shot the ball better, more physicality, more desire. Bobcats looked like they rolled the ball out there and then just watched the game from the sideline.
We'll look at stats when we come back. 59-33, again the final score from inside the Roundhouse on KFJB-TV.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce reminds you that when you shop locally, you are benefiting members of our community and adding to our local community overall. You'll find local business owners are generally more knowledgeable, provide better service, and even know their customers by name. Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce exists to be an advocate for our business community. Membership in the Chamber benefits your business and adds to the strength of our advocacy efforts. For more information on shopping locally and Chamber membership, go to marshalltown.org.
What's up, Bobcat Nation? This is Ryan Schmidt. You're watching Bobcat basketball on KFJB-tv.
59-33, once again, the final score. Welcome back into the locker room report here on KFJB-TV. All right, let's go over the final scoring summary here tonight. Leading the Bobcats, Jacob Thiessen off the bench with 9 points. Corey Smith behind him for 8. Quite night for Kyle Smith as he follows up 27 points with just 3 here tonight. Carter Giannetto with 4. All that came only exclusively in the second quarter tonight. Lamar Johnson scored all 4 of his exclusively in the first quarter. Not enough production throughout it here tonight as the Bobcats fall big in their home floor.
They were really flustered by Newton's aggressive perimeter defense, and then on the picks where Newton would switch off of that, Marshalltown just did not have that second level in their offense to get to the back cuts or anything like that, and they just had defenders inside their jersey all night long.
Meanwhile, Christian Lawson for the Newton Cardinals leads them in scoring 18. He had 0 points against Grinnell on Tuesday.
Yeah, and didn't even look to shoot it particularly much. And tonight he got lanes to drive in, and once 1 fell, 2 fell, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 make a whole lot easier once you see that ball go in a couple times.
Cade Bauer was 7-10 for Nate Lampy, who had plenty of points the other night. He had 19 against Grinnell. I thought Giannetto did a pretty good job against him here tonight defensively, though.
Yeah, Giannetto played pretty well when they were going in that box and one. He was able to show some physicality, but Lampy didn't really have to end up doing too much. All his friends were chipping in, and he seemed happy enough to celebrate his team's success over maybe his personal success.
Cade Klein with 8 for the Newton Cardinals. 59-33 on the Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard. This is the Locker Room Report. You're watching KFJB-TV.
You look forward to retirement as your time to relax. But now that it's here, turns out relaxation is overrated and you'd rather get back to work with an idea of your own. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement plans change course, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
At Sports Plus Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy Center, we customize each patient's treatment plan to their individual needs. What does that mean? It means that not every back or knee problem is treated the same, and that your program will be unique and designed especially for your needs or problem. This improves how quickly you will return to work or sports. The Sports Plus staff is encouraging and takes pride in your successful recovery. This is just one more reason why champions choose Sports Plus Physical Therapy as their favorite place to rehabilitate and train.
Today's game on KFJB-TV is brought to you by Jensen Ford, with you every mile along the way. Legends American Grill, Marshalltown Steakhouse. Lennox Employees Credit Union, LennoxECU.com. Marshalltown Area Chamber, Marshalltown, more than ever. Marshalltown Community College, a step in the right direction.
Back inside the Roundhouse on KFJB-TV. Bobcats fall 59-33 tonight. Scoreboard update all brought to you by Central State Bank. Dylan?
In the first half of this girl-boy doubleheader here at the Roundhouse, Marshalltown fell to Newton 43-33. It looks like West Marshall's going to escape with a win against South Hardin with 13 seconds left to go. West Marshall's up 58-53. Grinnell beat Washington 48-31. Appleton Parkersburg destroyed Oldwine 83-57. Iowa Falls Alden led much of the game but fell late 67-66. And then Cedar Valley Christian defeats Meskwaki Settlement 53-39.
That is a scoreboard update all brought by Central State Bank. Discover what Central State Bank can do for you. Locations in Ames State Center and in West Des Moines. Now time for our player of the game. All brought to you by Calvin Rocket Bar and Grill. They award a free handheld to the Bobcat player of the game. Here, senior Corey Smith, 8 points. We'll keep it in the Smith household here tonight. Thought he played pretty good defense as well.
Yeah, Corey did a nice job defensively. Here you see getting the steal, trying to take lift off. And we'll count it. He touched rim. But there, Corey with 2 of his 8. But that just kind of showed defensive intensity, rebounded the ball well, passed it effectively. Just not enough for the Bobcats.
Yeah, not enough, especially in the second half here tonight. Again, the Bobcats dropped to 0-2 on the season with a 59-33 loss here tonight. Cardinals pick up their first victory. They're now 1-1. This is the Locker Room Report. You're watching KFJB-TV.
Hey Bobcats, this is Garrett with Calvin Rocket. I'm happy to partner up with KFJB and continue the tradition of Bobcat Player of the Week. Follow us on social media for all your Calvin favorites, news specials, and exciting news that's coming down the road. Stop on in and give us a try. We're open Monday through Thursday, 11 to 9 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 11 to 10 p.m., and starting September 10th, we'll be open on Sundays for the start of the NFL season. We'll see you at Calvin Rocket, and go Bobcats.
You planned and saved for your child to go to college, but medical school after graduation was a surprise. A happy, expensive surprise. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When opportunities surprise you, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
The KFJB-TV Locker Room Report, presented by Wells Fargo Advisors in Marshalltown.
Back inside the Roundhouse here on KFJB-TV. I guess they're allowed to play a pickup game after. Maybe we can get our own game going.
I think we got winners.
Yeah,
what do you say? Winners. We got winners.
We're not on the shirts team, though. I mean the skins. We're on the shirts team.
We are now at our age and.
I think Butch took the ball away.
And size.
Butch has had enough. Bummer.
Oh. Well,
you got to have crowd control, really. Somebody's got to be bouncer. That's for sure.
And during Christmas, I think we've had too much joy already. we can't start off or end November with too much joy.
That is for sure. All right, coming up, our next broadcast will be against Urbandale on the road tomorrow night, as it is a girls-boys doubleheader. Coverage will begin at 6. All the action gets going at 6:15 in the girls' game. Boys' game to follow at 7:45. Speaking of this time of year, last year around this time, we were going to Maui on our honeymoon.
Yes, you were.
And I've kind of got nostalgic and reminiscent about it. I'm like, I kind of wish I was going to Maui. When it's 30 out, I'm like, I should be planning for a trip to Maui right now.
And the great part was, as you were driving to Minneapolis to get your flight, it was Hawaiian night here. So we had So this year, you went to Hawaii last year. I won't be on the call tomorrow night because I am going to Florida.
Which is not the same thing, but kind of the same thing.
It's 85.
We will take another timeout. We'll be joined by Coach when we come back. This is Bobcat Basketball. You're watching KFJB-TV. Welcome in to Bobcat Live. We are inside Rosie's at Wayward Social. Back into the Locker Room Report, our postgame chat with Coach, all presented by Laurel Diesel Services, your locally owned qualified diesel mechanics. as the Bobcats fall 59-33 to the Newton Cardinals here tonight. Coach, it just seemed like every time the Cardinals found an open spot, they hit their buckets here tonight. It was just them finding the holes in the defense. It seemed like, was there any one thing that was kind of leading to a little bit of that here tonight, in your opinion?
Yeah, I thought they played a lot harder than we did. Just from the start, they were more ready to play, and they wanted it more. I mean, that's just the honest truth. And they did that, and they got on us early and shared the ball well and found guys and made shots. So, that's what happened.
Seemed like, I know you brought in a few different guys to kind of mix in there to find the right grouping, and just kind of what you're talking about, kind of never just panned out in your favor as you guys fell behind early and then were never able to kind of catch up.
Yeah, we really struggled to score the ball tonight. That's something we're going to have to work on. Obviously Kyle struggled tonight, and Carter, and those are kind of our top two guys we look to score. And it's something we're going to have to bounce back on real quick because we play tomorrow already. So, we're going to have to just be ready for Urbandale and take this loss. And it is disappointing, I'm sure, for them and for all of us. But got to move on quickly here and be ready for Urbandale.
And you look at it, and you talk Carter struggling here tonight, Kyle struggling here tonight. Really seems with Trey out, the person that's sacrificing the most to move out of the role that they really, as we've talked, where you really want to see them is Carter. So Carter's playing out of position and having to, I thought he did a nice job defensively on Lampy for the most part. But what do you talk about for Carter? How do you keep him motivated and just confidence more than motivation?
Yeah, it's just gonna be the process of understanding what we're trying to do on offense and taking good shots and I thought his effort was there tonight. I do, but you're right. It is a little different for him. He's asked to do a lot more with the ball in his hands all the time without Trey out there. So he is getting a little bit frustrated. I can see that, but we got to figure out ways to help him out more. Get other guys involved where he can run off some screens and so forth, and where he's not having to have the ball in his hands a lot.
I'd like to do a little bit of a silver lining here tonight. Talk to a couple of those seniors coming out for basketball again, Jacob Thiessen and then Ryan Schmidt. You've talked a lot about Ryan Schmidt's intensity in practice. He came in at the end of the third, probably your best two defensive possessions. But on the flip side, offensive end, Jacob Thiessen just had a three-party. Can you talk about those two seniors?
Yeah, first of all, with Ryan, that's what he's been showing. He's been showing effort and very coachable. He's picking up on a lot of things very quickly. So just given that effort in practice, and he knows he might not play in the game. So he's just doing that because he wants to make us better overall. And then, the same with JT. He's skilled, man. He is. For not playing basketball in 2 years, he can shoot it really well and handles it well. And so it was great to see him knock down some shots because he's definitely a guy we need to rely on some scoring from some.
Quick turnaround. You're going to be on the road at Urbandale. It's always tough, getting those back-to-back games. You've already had a couple here on the road, but your message to your guys about getting ready here tonight?
I just think kind of took Newton a little bit for granted as far as how good they were. They kind of saw how poorly they shot it against Grinnell and things like that. And, we can't ever go into a game thinking we're just going to win. That's never going to happen. I don't care if you're the best team in the state. It's if your mind's not right to battle and earn this win and be ready to play, it's not going to happen. And this was a great example of that tonight. I mean, Newton was just ready to get their first win, and they just took it to us. And so that was the message: is how are we going to prepare for, mentally prepare for a game? It's not everyone's the same here doing the same thing. You might have to split up and get ready for a game on your own or whatever it is, but we all have to be ready to go when the buzzer sounds and we're ready. That first quarter starts.
Yeah, good message, Coach. Thanks for the time here tonight. We'll talk to you tomorrow night on the road.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, that is head coach Michael Apple. This is the Locker Room Report. You're watching KFJB-TV.
When Mike Overton moved to Laurel, Iowa, he had a vision to have a diesel repair shop that would support his growing family and passion for working on diesel engines. Being part of the East Marshall community means ensuring that farmers, truck drivers, and businesses run smoothly. With a large building and state-of-the-art equipment, Laurel Diesel Services is always up for a challenge. When your farm trucks, semis, or other diesel equipment requires maintenance or the occasional repair, take it to Laurel Diesel Services.
As you walk inside, you know right away the place for fun is Wayward Social. There's always plenty of bowling action, so plan for your next outing to include bowling at Wayward Social. Also, meet your friends for lunch, dinner, or your favorite beverages. You will also absolutely love their daily lunch specials, Monday through Friday, including endless pizza by the slice. You choose the toppings. Wayward Social is now open at 11:30 a.m., 7 days a week. Wayward Social on South 6th Street in Marshalltown.
The KFJB-TV Locker Room Report, presented by Wells Fargo Advisors in Marshalltown.
One final time, back in the Roundhouse on KFJB-TV, up on the Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard. Bobcats fall to 0-2 after a 59-33 loss. A game going down to the wire to overtime tonight.
We thought we could put it in the win column for West Marshall at 58-53 with 13 seconds to go. We couldn't. It's 58-58, and they're heading to overtime.
Against again?
South Hardin.
South Hardin. All right. Hey, thanks much to our great crew on hand here at the Roundhouse.
At the Roadhouse, I'm Patrick Swayze.
Everyone's getting steak tonight. Anyway, Jeff Brooks, our producer, back at the KFJB studios. Thanks so much to him getting us score updates and all that good stuff. Cameraman Keith Stewart and Joe Cornwell, and our producer on site, Zach Tomish. For Dylan Does, I'm Brandon Lewis. We'll talk to you tomorrow night. Girls, boys, doubleheader here on KFJB-TV at Urbandale. I'm Brandon Lewis. Have a great rest of your night. You've been watching Bobcat Athletics right here on your home for the Cats, KFJB-TV.
Today's game on KFJB-TV was brought to you by Assured Partners, Boy Scouts of America, Edward Jones, Agent Zach Wall, Embers Retirement Community, Honest Heating and Cooling, Jensen Ford, Legends American Grill, Lennox Employees Credit Union, Marshalltown Area Chamber, Marshalltown Community College, McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, Pence Appliance and TV, Wayward Social, Zeros, Wandering Creek, Wells Fargo Advisors, Laurel Diesel Services, Calvin Rocket, your Marshalltown Hy-Vee, Central State Bank.